Okay, next we move to example number 2. Okay, in example number 2, given your hz in the z domain. So first, the question is determine all poles and zeros value of hz. Alright, so basically, okay, this one is basically the basic question. So you have to determine the poles and zeros value. Okay, how to get the poles value from denominator part. Alright, so from your denominator part, we have two values. So we have 1 minus 0.1 z minus 1, another one 1 minus 0.2 z minus 1. Okay, so how to get the poles value? It's very easy. I give you one example, yeah. So z minus 1 equal to zeros. So z equal to 0.1. Another one 1 minus 0.2 z minus 1 equal to 0. So z equal to 0.2. Okay, so your poles value is z equal to 0.1 and 0.2. Okay, next we move to the zeros value. Okay, so we have again 1 plus 0.2 z minus 1 equal to 0. So z equal to minus 0.2. Next, we have 0.5 minus z minus 1 equal to 0. So z equal to 2. So zero's value, it is minus 0.2 and 2. Part B. Classify whether hz is minimum, maximum or mid-space function. Give your reason of your choice. Okay, so again, as I mentioned in the lecture, okay, for you to determine the minimum, maximum or mid-space, you have to look for the zeros value. Okay, so your zeros value is z equal to minus 0.2 and 2. So you have two value. So basically, from these two value, you know that one of the value is inside unit circle, which is less than 1. Another value is outside unit circle, which is greater than 1. So basically, it is mid-phase system because the zeros value is inside and outside of the unit circle. Okay, or you can just make the system is mid-phase system because z equal to minus 0.2 is inside unit circle and z equal to 2 is outside unit circle. So the combination of inside and outside unit circle produce mid-phase system. Okay, you can answer like that also. Okay, so done for part B. Okay, now we move to part C. Okay, so part C, the question is determine the minimum phase H minimum Z in cascade with all path function H, A, B, Z. Okay, so for you to answer question C and D, you have to remember this equation. This function. Okay, I'm going to write it down here. Okay, so for H all pass, H all plus Z is equal to Z function outside of unit circle over mirror of Z function outside of unit circle. While for H linear Z, it is Z function outside of unit circle times with mirror of Z function outside of unit circle. So this is the general equation for H all plus and H linear. Okay, so for you to answer for question C, okay, you were asked to determine H minima in cascade with H all plus. So basically from the question we have this one, Hz equal to alright, so you have this Hz. Okay, next, if you look at the zeros function, okay, so zeros function you get from numerator part, and then if you refer to your previous zeros function, we have minus 0.2 and 2. So basically 2 is outside unit circle. So you go back to the question. Okay, how to get 2? It is coming from 0.5 minus Z minus 1. So basically you know that 0.5 minus Z minus 1 is a function which is outside unit circle. So what you have to do is we need to kill off this function. We need to kill off the function which is outside unit circle. So what you have to do is you have to times the function with the mirror of 0.5 minus Z minus 1. So how to create the mirror? Okay, you imagine you have the center of symmetry, the symmetrical line. Okay, the operation, the function maintain. What you have to flip is actually the value. The value of 1 which is in front of Z minus 1, you need to flip. Okay, so it become here 0.5, you flip, so it become beside 0 minus 0.5 Z minus 1. Okay, so if you create a mirror function, so it's already disturbed the original function, right? So the function written in the blue color is already the added new function. So it's already disturbed the original function. So we need to divide the new function with its own function. Okay. So next we are going to determine what is H all plus Z. Okay, so H all plus Z is actually, you refer to the equation, the definition I gave you just now. Okay, Z function outside of unit circle over mirror of Z function outside of unit circle. So if you look here, we have Z function outside unit circle is this function over mirror is this function, right? So this one becomes 0.5 minus Z minus 1 over 1 minus 0.5 Z minus 1. So that is H all plus. So what happened to H minimum? So H minimum Z z is actually the remaining function. Remaining function after we take out the h all pass, so the remaining function will be your h minimum. So h minimum is over 1 minus 0.1 z minus 1 done for h minimum and h all pass. Very easy, right? For question D, you have to minimum h min. You have to determine basically. Okay, we have this function. Okay, the original transfer function. Alright, so again, our ultimate motive or ultimate goal is actually we want to kill off the function, the zeros function, which is outside unit circle. So again, I want to repeat again, you have to imagine you have a symmetrical line. So the operation and the function maintain. So what you have to flip is actually the values. So 0.5 you flip, so it become beside z minus 1, and then you flip 1 to the left. Okay, so you have the new added function, but we don't want to disturb the original function, so we divide the function, the new function, with its own function. Okay, so go back to the equation, the definition. So h linear is z function outside of unit circle times mirror of z function outside of unit circle. So the mirror of 0.5 minus z minus 1 is 1 minus 0.5. So you multiply them, right? So your h so your h linear z is 0.5 minus z minus 1 times 1 minus 0.5 z minus 1. So basically, you know that your h minimum z is the remaining function after you take out the h linear. Then you have 1 plus 0.2 z minus 1 over 1 minus 0.1 z minus 1 times 1 minus 0.2 z minus 1 times 1 minus 0.5 z minus 1.